Does air have weight? We can answer this question by actually weighing a sample of air. And we're going to weigh our air with a balance that can be constructed quite simply with a yardstick and several pieces of string. But before we actually use our balance, let's talk about air. What is air? Air is a collection of mostly nitrogen molecules and oxygen molecules. For every 100 molecules that you breathe in, you're taking in about 80 nitrogen molecules and about 19 oxygen molecules. So air is actually mostly nitrogen. All right, let's see if we can show with our balance that air does have weight. Once we have constructed our balance, we will take and put a balloon on each end of our balance, and each balloon is deflated. All right. Now let's balance the yardstick. And that looks pretty close to being balanced. Let me just move that a notch. Just a little bit more. Because we want both ends to be at the same level, and that way they will be balanced. And this can take a few minutes to actually reach a balanced position. So be patient when you're doing this experiment. Okay, it looks like our yardstick is balanced now. I will remove this balloon and I will inflate it with air. Now, I will also be putting some carbon dioxide molecules in the balloon as well. But still, we will have mostly air in the balloon. Now, air is a gas, and we learned that gas is mostly empty space. So we're going to need to put a lot of air in our balloon so that we can have enough weight to actually measure. Okay, that should be enough air molecules. Let me tie off the balloon, and now I will attach the balloon back to this side, and now let's release the balance and let's see what happens to our yardstick. As you can see, this end comes down a little bit. Okay, let's let the yardstick settle, but as you can clearly see, this end of the yardstick has moved down, this end has moved up. This balloon contains air, this balloon does not contain air. Okay? So quite simply, you can see with this very simple balance, we're able to show that air does have weight. Did you know at sea level, air exerts a pressure of 14.7 pounds per square inch? Well, what exactly does that mean? Well, let's take a 1-inch square piece of paper. And here's a 1-inch square piece of paper. And let's imagine it being flat on the ground at sea level. And let's also try to imagine the column of air that is directly above this 1-inch square piece of paper. If we could take all of that air directly above it and we weighed it, it would have a weight of 14.7 pounds.